Sumbac. I hope you're having a good day. This is my Jasmine tree, if you will. Not the best selection for bonsai, but this was a bush that was growing along a chain link fence. My neighbor and I decided that it was just a nuisance, and this was the biggest stump I could save. There was a few other ones, and I'm just kind of playing around with it, seeing what I can do. I haven't updated it in over a year. I probably would have done a fall update of some sort, but you know, the hurricane came along. It didn't really get damaged much at all in the hurricane, but I just got busy with so many other things. I never really had time to do some of my little fun projects that I do and everything, so I just never got to it. I have been trying to wait. It's in bloom, and I've been trying to wait until I get, let me see if I can give you guys a real good close-up here somewhere. You can see all kinds of spent blooms in there. This one still has a little bit of white left on it. Maybe I can find some more on this other side here. I found a couple just a minute ago. I turn on the camera and all of a sudden they all disappear. There we go, there's one. Just coming out there. This is one of the bushes even when it was still large and along the fence line. Sometimes I would walk by it and smell it every now and again. Like, I don't really smell anything right now with just 2 or 3 blue active blooms on here. There's all kinds of spent blooms, just not very many active ones. And sometimes I'd walk by and smell it and wouldn't really even see all that many. That'd be mostly like on the interior of it. And it was a huge bush. I don't think I've ever been able to find any before pictures. That would be like almost right when I first moved in the house. I don't think I had the type of phone that I have now, so it doesn't have everything saved on it. But anyhow, since I haven't done anything with it for over a year, by the time I get in here and kind of take care of some of these crossing branches and other stuff, it'll be just about as pruned as it's going to be. I don't think I'm ever, I have looked and I've kind of thought about trying to get a little wire on it here and there. I don't think I'm ever really going to do that. They come out as long, like this one's kind of fresh here. They come out as a long green fresh shoot. And then just as soon as the blooming season's over, they lignify right away. And they take a long time to thicken. The branches take a long time to thicken. And, you know, which is why I even saved it. When I get done, I'll be able to show you the girth of the trunk a little more. This is a very old bush, and it's got a nice trunk on it. Although, I mean, it's a nice and big trunk. It's kind of hideous. It's been, July will actually be 2 years since I dug it up. I am probably going to go ahead and try to repot it next year. But for right now, like I said, I'm just going to kind of get a lot of these branches I don't want. This is actually just a long shoot coming right out of the base. I wanted to save this branch. There's a bigger branch coming up off of the base that I wanted to save, and it's got these 2 shoots coming off of it. Lots of weeds growing in here too. This super long one, along with this one, are also coming off of a shoot from the main trunk that either has to be saved or I create myself another huge scar. This one, all the longest ones always seem to come out in some really bad spots. I probably want to save most of this. And I'm just going to kind of work my way up, just kind of doing the same thing all the way up. I think that part there is going to have to go. And now that I've gotten opened up quite a bit, it's got the main trunk here, not a lot of taper in that, but it does go down to a pretty good fat stump under that. And what I've been trying to do, this has 3 bigger, sub stumps, if you would, coming off of it. I've been trying to only save like a leader off of each one of them. And then just because of the nature of the growth habits of a bush like this, is it just gets crazy shoots off the side. I mean, now that I've taken all the crazy shoots off, I really don't even have all that much left here. And then up here, I've got this for a leader. It is very slow to heal scars. This was where I originally cut it the day my neighbor and I dug up the stump. Been trying to let that kind of go to heal that up, and then there's another good growth there. It's kind of coming out to the side, almost in a bar branch situation with that, but I'm trying to make this, again, the new trunk, and I'm trying to keep this as a branch. So I'm going to try to keep the height off of that one. But I do want to leave some life on it. So I definitely don't want to lose it. And then what am I going to do up here with the actual leader? I think I'm just going to shorten it up a bit. All right, in there, a little bit closer. This guy's a better look. Try to get in there and find that trunk, find a little more structure. Everywhere from where the flaky bark is out to here, this is all new. It was just that stump. Does get a lot of dieback, so a lot of those shoots, a lot of the stuff that grew actually just came off. But this should recover nicely now. And then perhaps maybe even around this time next year, I may consider going ahead and getting in a new pot, see if I can't work on that stump a little bit. I know it's going to take a lot of carving, but I'll let it rest for at least another year in this pot, I think. And the angle that I have that potted at, it's hard to see the trunk. I just figured I'd get it up a little bit closer, let you guys see the trunk a little bit better.